Hello everyone, it is me, Mary, and I am here today with another Halloween do-it-yourself video for you. Okay guys, so I typically like to do a craft and a food item. However, I was relatively busy this weekend, didn't do a lot of crafts, did a few more food items with the kids. That's what they wanted to do, so that's what I have to present you with today. I just have a few more videos to complete this series, I guess you would say, so let's go ahead and get started. So today we are going to make some boo-nanas. That's dorky. Okay, so we're going to make some wonderful bananas. You can do this in many different ways. I'm going to have some tips or tricks on how to do this and basically just show you exactly what it was that my kids did this weekend. So the first thing you're going to need is your supplies. So you're going to need some bananas, and we are going to need some type of a chocolate flavored coating. So I decided to use the vanilla because we did want to have a little bit of a ghost appeal and also something that would pop. The darker chocolate at times is harder to be able to see your sprinkles, so that's why I like that. They're very easy to use as well. You're going to need some popsicle sticks or some other craft sticks. So this right here I think is about $3 at Walmart. Your bananas you can typically get for free with rebates or relatively inexpensive. Some wax paper you can pick up. This is optional. This is what I use though in the freezing part of the actual process. And your popsicle sticks, I think I got them for 88 cents at Walmart. So pretty inexpensive. Now, how you're going to decorate these items are going to be completely up to you and what your preference is. So the spray here, the blood flavored spray, the kids wanted to use that. I'm just going to say for me, it really did not taste very good. It's $2.88, not very expensive, but it also does not look like the pictures here. So there are a lot of alternatives to making your own edible blood. This was a 2 thumbs down for me. If you like it, that is great. I just personally didn't prefer it. I picked up this wonderful multi-type of sprinkles or decorating item. I believe it was about $4 at Walmart, but there's so many different sides, so I really enjoyed that. And then we got some candy eyeballs. So you can find these right now in the Halloween section at Walmart, and throughout the year in the cake decorating section you can find that as well, and it's going to be less than $3. So really pick what works best for you. Okay, so you're going to work with your bananas. So let me just talk about bananas. My daughter, as you guys may know, she is La Changuita Changa Monkey, okay? Monkey loves bananas, and she got that nickname because she loved bananas when she was little. It was about all she would eat, but she's very picky. She wants the darker, more bruised bananas, okay? She wants them to be very ripe. Now, when you're starting to do this, and if you have never done this, I would recommend against getting a banana that's very ripe because it's easier for them to come apart. So I like a banana that is still solid yellow or even a little bit green because the candy coating is going to make them sweet anyways. She likes it this way, and they are a lot sweeter. So let's just preface that. All right, so we're going to start out by peeling our bananas. So we want to make sure the peel is completely gone. Then we're going to not only cut our bananas, but we are going to cut them in 4s. So essentially what you do is you cut your banana right down the middle, and then you're going to slice the bananas on either side. So if you've never done this before and you are going to work with a very ripe banana, I would recommend that you just cut it right down the middle and have more of the cylinder here. The reason is they don't break apart as easily. If you've done this a lot, as we have, you know what you're working with, so it's very easy to do, but you do have to be careful. Now, if you're going to use a banana that is relatively green, then I would say if you are new, it's going to be a lot easier if you do it the way that I've done it because you don't have to worry about them breaking as much. So essentially you're wanting them to be a pretty nice size. You want them cut in halves or in 4ths rather, so you want to be able to stick your popsicle stick inside of them without them breaking. Okay, so now at this point we're going to prepare our chocolate. Now when I did the Q-tips, we wanted to prepare everything before preparing the caramel because the caramel can dry relatively quick. The chocolate does not dry as quick, and you don't have to add any water. So this is very good chocolate because it actually can melt in a microwave. Now what I would say is that you're going to want a container that is a little bit longer. So you're not wanting something that is flat, you're wanting something that's going to be longer so you can dip the entire banana into that coating. So for this video we used a larger measuring cup because they did this on their own and they both wanted to be able to do it at the same time. When I do this on my own, I use a coffee cup that is relatively long, and that way I can dip the entire banana in and be able to work on my own. It works beautifully. But if you're going to use more than one person, you do want something that is a little bit wider, but you also want it to have the height as well. So I put in my chocolate for about 45 seconds, then I stir, and then I'll put it in for another 30 seconds. Be careful because it can melt, but burn, excuse me, but it does melt very beautifully. So once I have my chocolate prepared, I have the sticks prepared, I have my bananas, I have a cutting board. I use a wood cutting board and I put my wax paper on top. So what I would do is I would go ahead and take the stick and you'll put it about halfway in. You don't want it coming out, but you do want it in firmly. And then you are going to dip the banana into the chocolate. You're going to dip it to where it is nicely covered. Now, if you see that it is not covering all the way that you would like, you can also use a spoon to go ahead and drip some more of the chocolate in the actual container onto the banana. So the kids did it. It's really messy. It looks beautiful in the end anyways. It doesn't matter. When kids are doing crafts, you need to understand that it's not about perfection. It's about them being happy and spending quality time together. So this is their bananas. So what we do now is we have it set to how we're going to decorate. So if you're going to use some sprinkles, I would recommend that you do it right now when they are wet, so you can go ahead and adhere the sprinkles and they will actually absorb into the chocolate, and that way they do not fall off as readily. Now, if you're going to use something like the blood spray, I would potentially wait until after they are frozen, because when you're putting a liquid onto a liquid, there is a cold liquid onto a warmer liquid, there is a possibility for it to leak or kind of drain on the sides, which doesn't give as much of a beautiful appeal. So once you have decorated your bananas, go ahead and put them in the freezer. This is something that I would do possibly 2 hours before dinner. They're going to freeze relatively quickly. The chocolate is going to freeze quickly, and then the banana as well is going to be something that is really going to adhere very well and come out nicely. So once you've done this, you'll be able to see they're going to peel off of that wax paper with no problem whatsoever. Especially having the candy coating on the back of them, they just come up seamlessly. So very wonderful and easy to do. Now this is their bananas. Now if I was going to do it, I would try to make sure there wasn't anything on the sides, but this was their craft. They had a great time doing it. If you would like, you can always roll to make them even prettier, but this is what they did. I think it turned out beautifully. As you see, the blood spray doesn't really look like blood. It just looks like drops of, I don't know, hummingbird feeder. I really don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. But they taste amazing, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see what else I do. I do have 2 other crafts that we potentially will do. In addition to that, I already have another craft that has been done as an edible, excuse me, so I'll have that for you as well. And I will bring up a video for you guys regardless tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. That's it. Have a great one. Bye, guys.